Have you ever thought that just sitting like this is enough to make you feel like you're aging?
Aging? If knowing how to savor coffee and watch people pass by is aging, then I've been old since I was 18.
Well, actually, maybe it's not aging, but maturing in silence.
That sounds so philosophical. Back then, if I could sit still for 10 minutes, I'd immediately grab my phone to check social media.
And now?
Now I still open it, but just to turn off the ringer.
Haha, you haven't changed a bit.
Oh, I have. Now I know how to choose people who are silent in the right way. Like you, sitting quietly but not making me feel stifled.
That's called comfortable silence. There's also the kind that wears you out.
Like when the person across from you says nothing, but their eyes are screaming, "Why haven't you left yet?"
Spot on. Have you noticed? The more mature people get, the less they talk, but every word they say sticks with you longer.
Because they've learned that not everything needs a reaction, right?
Exactly. Some things just need a smile and another sip of coffee to be done with.
Like this morning when I spilled coffee on my white shirt, and instead of cursing, I just let out a sigh.
That's called emotional evolution.
And I think it's because I've run out of energy to get angry. Haha.
You're the type of peaceful because exhausted.
What about you? Have you ever felt yourself change because of little things?
Of course. I used to think mornings had to be packed with tasks to be productive. Now, just brewing a cup of tea, playing soft music, and jotting down a few lines makes the day feel meaningful.
Turns out living slowly isn't about doing less, but doing enough.
And enough for yourself, not for the world.
That's profound. Sometimes I feel like the whole world is running a marathon, while I'm just strolling through the park.
But who knows? The ones running ahead might envy the quiet you're enjoying.
So we're jealous in reverse. Those with time want speed. Those with speed want time.
Yep, life is a role-swapping game.
Talking to you is like that. The more we talk, the clearer things get.
That's why they say, a good cup of coffee isn't enough. You need someone who understands you too.
And a bit of sunshine to make it perfect.
Haha, but too much sun and we'd complain about the heat.
Yeah, humans always lack just a little something for complete happiness.
Or maybe they haven't learned to see happiness in the tiniest things, like the aroma of this morning's coffee.
Saying that makes it feel real. Do you ever think the smell of coffee sometimes resembles the scent of memories?
Yes. Every time I smell freshly ground coffee, I remember Mom. When I was little, she'd brew it early in the morning, and that scent has followed me ever since.
So, memories aren't just in our heads. They're in scents, sounds, and even this cup of coffee.
Yeah, and in the people we share them with.
Then tomorrow I should pay for the coffee, because today I'm in emotional debt.
Yeah, and the interest on emotions is telling one more good story.
A good story? Then tomorrow I'll tell you about the office worker's survival battle.
Haha, the title alone sounds tragic.
Tragic but laugh through tears. That's life.
Then see you tomorrow, same place.
Deal. But tomorrow I'll order milk tea. I don't want to be seen as the one maturing in silence anymore.
As long as you don't mature into debt.
Yeah, I know.
Do you ever feel like work is a game where you don't know the rules?
Of course. I'm at the level of restarting from the beginning every morning.
Yeah, every morning I promise myself, today I'll stay calm, professional, and not let anyone get to me.
And after the first 2 hours, that promise dissolves like coffee foam, right?
Exactly, especially after the boss says, just a light edit, okay.
Yeah, that's more dangerous than a deadline. Light edit usually means redo everything.
Once the boss told me, don't stress too much, just create freely. But in my head, all I heard was the countdown clock.
Create freely, the sweetest and most painful phrase in the office world.
What about you? How's work lately?
Stable, in the not collapsed yet way. Every time I submit a report, I feel like I've survived an action movie.
Sometimes I think success isn't about climbing high, but staying calm while climbing.
Or not falling when someone shakes the ladder.
Nice one. At my company, ladder shaking is the national sport.
I bet those people master speaking softly but piercing the heart.
Spot on, someone says. You did great, but the tone sounds like, keep trying, it's not enough yet.
Yeah, and you wonder, wait, am I being praised or warned?
Sometimes I think in the adult world, even compliments need skill.
True, a sincere compliment can save a tiring day, while a light sarcasm is enough to keep someone up all night.
Do you ever feel like you're working not out of passion, but just to survive?
Many times, but then I realized passion doesn't always come before the job. Sometimes it arrives after you understand the meaning of what you do.
That's profound. Maybe I need to look again. Instead of waiting for something grand, find meaning in the small things first.
Like brewing the boss's coffee just right?
Haha, no, like finishing a boring task while still keeping a kind attitude.
That's true professionalism. Anyone can do well when happy, but only the strong do it kindly when tired.
Sounds like life philosophy in the meeting room.
What about you? What's your biggest goal in work?
Probably to feel peaceful going to work and relieved leaving it. Not riches, just not feeling drained.
I love how you define success. It's more real than all those motivational posts online.
What about you? What do you want from work?
I want one day when people mention my name at the company, they smile instead of frown.
A good legacy, even in the office.
Yeah, even if it's just Reli, the one who brews great coffee and knows how to listen.
I think people who listen well are rarer than those who speak well.
Because listening is harder than speaking, especially when your ears are full of the noise of worries and expectations.
Honestly, sometimes I feel work isn't as tiring as having to act normal every day.
Yeah, you're right. We have to seem okay, confident, professional, forgetting that being ourselves is a skill too.
Are you afraid of failure?
Of course. But I'm more afraid of not trying. At least failure leaves a lesson. Not doing anything leaves what if.
What if are the heaviest two words I've ever heard.
Heavier than failure, because it never ends.
Then maybe we're both succeeding, because we're still trying every day, right?
Right, and we still have enough strength to laugh while talking about the pressure.
Haha, yeah, laughing is the only way not to cry.
That's why I always bring humor like armor to work.
And it works. Whenever I'm down, I just remember what you once said. Work is a demanding lover, but you still have to date it every day.
Haha, did I really say that?
Yes, and I find it as sharp as espresso.
Then cheers to those still surviving between deadlines and instant coffee.
And to us, the ones who know how to smile in the chaos.
Yeah, agreed.
Don't you find it strange how rain always makes people more honest?
Maybe because when the sky cries, people feel lighter letting themselves be. A little weak, too.
Yeah, weakness without judgment. That's rare.
True. Out there, everyone's trying so hard to be strong they forget they're allowed to be tired.
Do you ever hide something you only dare say when sitting like this?
Yes. I'm afraid if I say it, others will see me differently.
Often others don't notice as much as we think. They're busy with their own worries.
That's both comforting and painful.
But true. We think we're the center, but really, we're just a small piece in the big picture.
I have a few things I've never told anyone. Like, sometimes I'm tired of having to be cheerful at the right time.
What do you mean?
It means even when sad, I have to smile. Even when worried, I have to seem fine. You know, I feel like I'm the lead in a movie without a script.
That sounds familiar. Me too. Many times coming home, Mom asks, "Was today fun?" I just smile, "So much fun," but really, I just want silence.
Parents always want their kids to be okay. So we pretend, even if it's not true.
Yeah. As a kid, I thought adults knew everything. Now I know they just hide better than us.
Maybe that's the biggest adult secret, knowing how to cover tiredness with a smile.
And my secret is, I miss my family more than I admit. I've lived away for 5 years, but every time I hear Mom's voice, I feel like a 5-year-old again.
I get that. Some people you don't see often, but a short call is enough to soften your heart.
Right. Some days I just want to call home to hear, "Have you eaten?" and hang up.
Every mom asks that. Maybe that's their way of saying, I miss you without big words.
What about you? Do you ever feel lonely in your own home?
Yes, when everyone in the house is busy with their own world, and I'm staring at my phone, feeling like I'm talking to a wall.
You know, loneliness doesn't come from being alone, but from having someone nearby who isn't really listening.
That's why I treasure moments like this, getting to speak, to listen without acting.
Me too. Sometimes the greatest peace isn't far away, but in a few honest words between friends.
I think life doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs someone willing to sit with you on bad days.
And bad days are better with good coffee.
You're back to coffee again.
Because it's like life, bitter at first, but the aftertaste lingers forever.
Nice. Life is a cup of coffee, and we're the ones choosing how to drink it. Gulp it down and it's just bitter. Sip slowly and you taste the sweet.
Have you ever thought, if everything changes tomorrow, what would you regret most?
Probably not daring to tell loved ones how much I love them.
Me too. We think there's time, but time never waits for us to say those words.
So if there's a secret to reveal, it's I want to live simpler, fear less, and say thank you more.
Yeah, and cut back on instant coffee. Drink more real coffee.
Instant coffee is like fake emotions, convenient but not deep enough.
Spot on. Only real emotions keep people, like real coffee keeps the aroma.
Listen, the rain is falling so steadily.
Yeah, like life's whisper. There's always something to say, if we're willing to listen.
Have you noticed? We started with living slowly, went through pressure, and now back to peace.
Because in the end, everyone is just searching for one thing, to live true to their real emotions.
Cheers to the unspoken things, and to those who've quietly walked with us through many rains and suns.
Cheers to the honest words, even whispered, enough to warm a whole evening.